Hi guys, so sorry. Yeah, so apparently the second I went out of this, it ended the stream. So we're back. I can later though. I can send you the link to the video that I found for this, but it is super easy to find. It's called a folded fabric pot holder or a folded fabric trivet or trivet, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Um, and the one that I used, the actual what's it called? The little clip, the little picture. It has a name. Anyway, that little bit that's on there, it's a square one like this, and it's made with blues. And so you'll see the blues on the. What is it called? What's the name of the little picture that you put on your video on YouTube? It's got a name. Oh well, I can't think of it. But anyway, yeah. So if you're looking for the one that I found, it looks just like that, a square, a thumbnail. Thank you, Deadly. I knew you would know. A thumbnail. The thumbnail looks just like that. It's a square and it's four different colors of blue. If you want to try to find it, and like I said, I can also send you the link after the stream because apparently, if I do anything else with my phone right now, it goes off of the stream. But I'm glad you guys didn't bail out on me. I'm glad you stayed. Stayed for the madness. Alright, this needs to get cut down. Maybe I want it to be 2.5 inches though. But it's not 2.5 inches. It's like 2. It's really close though. Decisions. Well, we'll just leave it since it's already there. And I am by no means a professional seamstress whatsoever. I literally just do whatever seems cool in the moment. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And so, you know, it's all unique and individual and handmade. And that's usually how I have to make myself think about it when I'm like, you know what? It's handmade. It's allowed to have mistakes. It wasn't made by a machine. Oh, dangy, 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 dangy. Woo. Oh no. I went, a little wonk there. You guys can't see what I'm doing, sorry, but there's literally... I guess I can do... like that. That'll work. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, earlier I was trying to make these big cuts like this with just this little tiny board back here, which is like a 7x7, and it was rough. And the lines were not straight whatsoever. What is going on here? That's actually a little bit more than it should be, but oh well. It's like more and less all at the same time. I think it went up at the end. Yeah. Oh well, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. Ah! I missed a chunk right here. Okay. Oh, now we need to plug in the iron and make our bias tape. And if you already have bias tape, then that is awesome. I have some that we handmade, but it is not long enough by far. We made them last year, actually, when all of the mask cries for masks went out. We made a bunch of masks and bias tape. I think I made over like 250 masks or something like that when the first all happened. And I cut enough fabric for probably like 300 masks. Because I went to Joann's. They were supposed to be giving away free kits for making masks. I can be having my iron warm up this whole time. So they were giving away... They were supposed to be giving away kits for... free kits for making masks. And when I got there, when they opened, the lady was like, yeah, so the volunteer that was going to cut fabric didn't come in yesterday and hasn't contacted us today. So we'll get the fabric. Don't worry. It's just going to be a while. And I was like, I'll cut the fabric. I don't mind helping. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I think I made... Yeah, like probably like I cut enough fabric for like 100 kits, and each kit had 10 masks in it. So yeah, I cut enough fabric for like 300 masks, and then I made like 250 masks myself. So that was fun and exciting and an adventure and a memory I will always have to cherish for the rest of my life. I'm pretty, like, it's mixed, right? Like, I'm happy that I had that, but I'm also like sad that we had to have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a super cool sewing person. Yeah, I know, deadly, exactly. That is the vibe for sure. So I don't have an ironing mat, but I do have a chunk of fabric that I use. And it's festive, and I iron on top of it, and it works just fine. It gets really hot though. 100% cotton for some reason just like holds heat. I don't know if it was made that way or what, but it does. This way. Yeep, yeep. Yeah, there we go. Now you guys can see what I'm doing with my hands and also the beautiful product in the back. I'm so happy with that. I picked out the colors and I was like, maybe they're too busy. I don't know. But for whatever reason, like, okay, actually I know why. So almost all the fabric I have has been gifted to me, and it actually was gifted to me during that time when we were all making masks. But I've been using it for other things in between, and almost all of them are patterned fabrics. There's like almost none that are solid colors. This is probably one of the one exceptions. And it's because it's all the excess fabric that this lady had from making gifts throughout years and years and years of Christmases. And she's like, at this point, I can't find another way to reuse this fabric because I've made them everything possible, and they've seen this fabric, 3 or 4 times out of the last like 5 years. So why don't you just have it? So it's a bunch of just random patterned fabric that she got for specific projects, and now I get to use it. Oh no. That's gonna shift you guys a bit, but the whole thing was about to slide right off. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. This is a thing that can be done. The only thing I kind of feel bad about now is that I'm in the living room and just like blah 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 blabbing. So my poor roommates are gonna have to hear me talking when I'm streaming my sewing and stuff. See if I can do this without burning myself again. I got a pretty nice one right there. As I put my hand right near the iron again. But I just barely touched it for like a split second and it got me. But as I told the other girl that was helping me, she also burned herself. I was like, well, you've been indoctrinated. Unless you stab yourself, cut yourself, burn yourself, you're not really crafting, right? I need to get like a bias tape slide. I know they make them now. But this works just as well. Work at a quilt shop. I stab myself with pins daily. Yeah, no, it's just the life. That's just, you've accepted that you are a human pincushion. That's just what it is. That's awesome that you work at a quilt shop. Hey, pseudonym. We say the same when working on the car. Unless you don't swap DNA with it, you aren't really working on it. For real though. You literally, that's why the saying is blood, sweat, and tears went into this, because that's how it is. Ooh, it's hot. I don't know if you can see that steam that came up off of it, but it's hot. Oh no! Maybe I shouldn't do this on my brand new cutting board. It got hot. I thought the fabric would be enough, but because I had it in one place without lifting it up, it's molded it a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It'll cool down. It'll flatten back out. I mean, when I'm cutting stuff, it'll get flat anyway. This is our first memory with our brand new cutting board. We have a bubble now. Oh no, guys. Here, I'll just do this. Cool it off like this. This'll work. This is how this works. This is definitely how it works. Hey, look, it worked. Magic. Okay, so we're not going to set the iron on this anymore. We're just going to do little tiny boops. Little tiny iron boops. So what I'm doing right now is creating my own bias tape, which you can buy bias tape in the crafting store. And it is already all pressed and all that fun stuff. No burning. No burning, please. I don't need it to be like perfectly creased or anything, just enough that I can get it to go. Sorry, I just shook y'all all around, give you guys some motion sickness. Merry Christmas. There we go. How are you doing, pseudonym? Having a good day? I hope so. Okay, I can do this. There we go. Last day of the pager, so yeah, pretty excited for tomorrow. Nice. I don't know if this is even, but it's gonna be good enough. My sewing is a little bit like horseshoes and hand grenades. Close enough counts. And I'm mostly self-taught, so I watch videos, and I had a little bit of instruction when I was first starting out. Pretty much the person that I was borrowing their sewing machine would like show me some things here or there, but other than that, I've just flown by the seat of my little pants. If you get it within an inch, you can chalk it. Hey, it's true. It's true. And as I mentioned previously, it's okay if it's a little messed up because it's handmade. And you say, yeah, well, it's handmade, so it's got character. And then, of course, I can always use a line if I really need to and be like, do you think you could do better? And then they're like, no. So that also works too. Sometimes in some of my friends groups, they're like, yeah, actually I can. And I'm like, oh, well, that's the best I could do, so that's what you get. All right. Now that we've done that, Turn off the hot beast. Let it cool down. Now to find a good place to put it while it cools so it doesn't burn down the house. And put it over here on this table. And I'm gonna drink some hot chocolate, which is actually room temperature chocolate now. Hey Wolverine, how's it going, bud? I'm making another thing. Maybe your wife wants one. I'm sure she will, because she likes everything that I make so far. You're not happy? Oh no, what happened now, Wolverine? What happened? Or are you still just not feeling good? Because I know you weren't feeling good the other day. Also, I got this adorable little tin with these Wonder Clips off of Amazon for like maybe 10 bucks or so. It's so cute. They're cute little kids. See if I can do this corner again. I did really good the first time. I don't even know how I did it, but somehow I made it look good. Something like that, sure. I'm not a professional, guys. I'm not a professional. Are you typing out your story to us, Wolverine? Because you said you're not happy, bro. I don't like when you're not happy. Because I like my friends to be happy. Stockings showed delivered on Friday, but my daughter hasn't seen them, so she has to call the post office tomorrow to deal with that hassle. Oh, no. That's no good. I have had that before. I've also had where it said it was delivered to Vancouver, Washington when I live in Oregon, and yet it shows up the next day. So I'm like, did you guys accidentally go to the wrong place? Or did you guys, like, just decide to scan it on the truck when it was in Vancouver? Like, what the heck? Okay, come on. The other corner was really nice, so we need to make this corner really nice. Okay, it's gonna be off, but again, it's handmade. They can't complain. They literally cannot complain. I'll probably try to straighten it up a bit when I'm actually sewing it in, but... Smile! So, Sock Paradox, this is what I'm doing for my binding. I don't know what other professional peoples do, but this is the Meldaria way. Or at least this is what I kind of sort of saw in the video. I didn't actually see her do it. I just saw that she was going to put the bias tape around, and so I was like, okay, cool. As I do, I didn't finish the instructions, but, you know. It's cool. We just wing it. And my default is always, it's handmade. You can't complain. Also, you're always going to be your own worst critic. Because I tell you what, I am my worst critic. For sure. Okay. And then this excess here is for our little loop. And so we're supposed to be able to do a thing. Ha-cha-cha. Like that. Excuse me. Joking on my spit. Yes. it is a pot holder slash trivet slash trivet, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's a pot holder. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. Come on. There we go. And then we can just match that up like that. Boom. And then we got a little hangy piece and then a big old thing. It's a pretty nice size pot holder too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's gonna be. That's what it bees. That's the thing. I do not have a nice setup out here with like a microphone or anything, so it's just going off of my camera on my phone. It doesn't actually stop the person from burning dinner, then I don't see it helping Nikki. Whatever. She cooks you good food. You know she does. You silly stinker. Alright, and bring the machine back in. So this is where the stream goes radio silent for a second as far as words. I'm going to mute my microphone so that you guys don't hear a machine gun going off on your stream because that's kind of what a sewing machine sounds like through a microphone. I don't want to do that to you guys. So you'll still be able to see me do the sewing. You just won't have to hear it, which is probably better for everybody. So I'm going to mute now. If I go really slow, it won't sound like a machine gun. So we're going to try that. I'm not really great at going slow because I like to go fast. Gotta go fast. But I think with this, because I'm trying to get so precision, that I think I'll have to kind of do slow all the way around. So I can still chat with you guys. Yeah, that's not too bad, right? You guys will let me know. You'll yell at me in chat and be like, shut up! Well, this is not going to be a straight line at all, by the way, in case you were curious. Straight lines are for suckers. But if it is, seriously, if it is too loud, just let me know and I'll mute the mic. Okay, this is going to be the interesting part. Nope. There we go. Okay. We gotta do this kind of a jam here. All right. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Come on. You can do it, boob. You can do it. Come on. Oh no, I think the bobbin got jammed. Dang it. We threw the stitch, guys. We threw the stitch. That's okay. We'll just start again from where we just left off. I had a feeling on the really thick corner part that it was going to do that, but that's okay. My machine is a pretty basic machine, so it's not really good at doing thick layers, but she get her done when she needs to. Alright, let's see what we did. That needs to come up here at this. There we go. At least I feel confident enough with the machine now that I can fix it. Because that was not my confidence level when I first started, obviously. When you first start, you're like, I know nothing. I am baby. Sorry, guys. I like to go fast. We're gonna turn it again. And we're gonna be very careful this time. Make sure it doesn't throw the stitch. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Trying to keep it quiet, low-key vibes, you know? Oh, sorry. Getting a little tense there. Okay. Last side, and then we're done, guys. Oh. I will have done it. I will have completed it. It will be done. And everybody's gonna be so, like, impressed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you made this? And I'm like, uh-huh. I did. I made it all by myself. With help from YouTube. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay, baby. You got it. Okay. Whew. It was just the clip got stuck. It didn't throw a stitch. We're okay, guys. We got this. No, 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 no. This part. This is the scary part for me. You guys, we did it. Oh my gosh. Seems like the weirdest reason to say this, but hype in chat, we did it. Please tell me I caught that side. Ooh, just barely. Just barely. I probably shoulda, coulda, woulda gone around again, but oh well. Again, homemade. They can't complain. I only say that, obviously, about gifts that I am making for people, but if it's a commission, I put a lot more effort into it. Wolverine can state that. Oh no, it folded. It's okay. We're gonna just shove it under here and then tack it down real quick. Nobody will ever know. They'll just think, oh, it's just like a security stitch just to make sure it's a little more secure. Ooh, catching it. Ooh, Lucario? Nice. It's a good one. All right. See? No one will ever know. They'll never know. They'll never know. So now we have a beautiful pot holder. Slide this bad boy back. Show it off for you. Ba-boom, bam, boom. I'm so happy, guys. And it's got a little hook. And it can hang on the wall. Boom. So excited. Yep. Yep, I did a thing. Oh, oops. That's a thread that needs to be cut. So, shh, don't tell her, but this is my Christmas gift to my sister. As well as a stocking that I made for her. And a $10 gift card to Target. But, I made this. I made it by hand, with my hands. It's this little pot holder. And, actually, the quilting on it makes it really nice for, like, using as a grabber. And it'll just look pretty, too. Her colors are actually pink, but I didn't have really good pink fabric to choose from, so I went with this. I was going to make her a Christmas one, but again, you can't really use, like, with this, like, 2 Christmas patterns. It would be kind of awkward. But, yeah. I'm pretty happy, guys. Yay, yay, yay! Yay, yay, yay! And it's going to go up on my crafting page, which you can see the link right there. Facebook.com/fruitofthelamb. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so done. I so did it. I can't believe it. I'm amazing. You gotta remind yourself of that sometimes, you know? You're like, you know what? Actually, I'm amazing. So, Sock Paradox, hopefully that helps you. As far as, like, I know, hype, hype, hype. As far as the binding part, maybe that will make it a little easier. I mean, you know, the corners aren't perfect or anything, but it's pretty decent. It doesn't show up bad, you know. I don't know what you're making your pot holders for, but I think that was an easy thing. As far as like this, like I don't know, you probably have some like cool fancy ways of hiding this or something. I think when the lady did it, she actually flipped it the other way so it went like inside of here. But I mean, I'm not really that concerned for myself. I should have done this before, but I might go and do a stitch along this way just to give it a little stability there. But yeah, pretty sweet. And now it is 3:40 p.m. I will probably end stream here in a bit. I'm going to do some more fabric cutting. And then I have to take care of the dog and get him dinner and stuff. And then we'll be able to play some video games because my crafting's done. My Christmas present is done. Boom, bam, boom. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm really happy with how it came out. Yeah. Like, I was already riding a high from this amazing deal that I got at Joann's for this cutting board with a rotary cutter and this measuring guide back here. Got a really freaking good deal. I was like, what? So I was already like, yes! And then I'm drinking hot chocolate, so that's kind of hyping me out. And now I made this, and I'm just like, so hyped, you guys. It's so great. I love it. You really can't beat the joy of a finished product that you actually like. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the other project that I'm working on, where's the stuff for it? There it is quilted ornaments. And so I have made one already. It turned out really well. So I'm going to make a couple more. And so I need to cut the fabric for that. But that's easy because it's all squares of the same size. This actually has 4 different size squares, so that made it a little more difficult. And when I got up to this big one too is an 8x8 square. My poor little tiny cutter thing that I have back here is only a 7x7, so that's when I realized I need to get a bigger mat. And then I realized I needed to get a place to put said mat. So some organizing got done today, and I am also stoked. That also just like gets me like super hyped when I organize stuff and it's new and amazing and works perfectly. Hecka hype. That's what I'm saying, you know? Alright, you guys can look at that beautiful thing while I go toss my scraps and pull out fabric for the next project. We can get some crowd participation on this one. I need to pick out fabric for my ornaments. And I need 2 colors for each one. I'm thinking about using this teddy bear one for one of them. I need to move my sewing machine out of the way. So let's see. Oh, these were some of the fabrics that I was going to use if I made her, there's like hot glue on this or something, if I made her a Christmas treve. I don't know what that is, wax maybe? I don't know. I was going to use like this for the back and this for the front, but I didn't have anything good to go with this. So I would need to like get a solid blue or a solid white or something to go with it. I think I do have a solid white, but it's like a really thick material, like corduroy or something crazy. Again, the fabric I have is literally just gifted to me, so didn't have a choice of pattern or material. But that's okay because free. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I was looking at some previously. What do we think about these two together? What does that seem like to you guys? Because I was also thinking about doing these two together. Or maybe these two together. I don't know. Well, I think I'll go with it. I'll go with these two. I need to remember, and I'll do this too, and I think these two maybe? Nice orange and green. I need to remember, I think it's 18 2.5-inch squares of one color and 16 2.5-inch squares of another color, I believe is what it is. And then one 8x2-inch strip for the middle, and then ribbon, I believe. I think. I can't look it up because if I go off of here, it will kill the stream. So, going off of memory, guys. Which could be a win or could be a lose. Who knows? Ooh, that's cool. When they cut this, they had like fancy serrated scissors. So this is definitely going to be our secondary color. Because we don't have a whole lot of it. And we need to be able to get 16 squares out of it. And since they are 2.5-inch squares, I can use my little 2.5-inch cutting guide. It's magic. And rotary cutter. Be careful, it's sharp. Cut you. So 2, and then I need to cut it in half because that was on the seam there. Yeah, sure, we'll put it up there. Put it right there. So we have 2. This is the longest part of everything I do. It's just getting the supplies together. This is a really easy craft that literally anyone can do, even if you feel like you have no craft sense whatsoever, because it'll be your ornament, and it doesn't matter if it's a little messed up. It'll still hang on the tree, you know? You know what I'm saying? And even if it comes out wonky, because I do have a coworker who did one of these, and hers came out a little wonky, but it's okay. It's got character. It's got pizzazz. It's got charisma. So that's 6, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Okay, we have 6. We need 10 more. Oh, new rotary cutter, guys. Cuts like butter. You barely even touch it through the fabric and it's toast. And it feels like it's doing nothing, but it's just boop, right through all the layers, and you're like, what? It's already done. Kind of like when you when you're going to the doctor and you're like, just tell me when you're doing the shot, and they're like, yeah, we're already done. Like, what? Oh, okay. Oop, that was off. There we go. Scraps. So yeah, how's everybody's day going? What's everybody doing? Oh, this feels dangerous. I heard about somebody to cut the webbing between here, slicing a sandwich or something. Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, it seems like it goes up far enough. Just perfectly. Whew, look at that. That is the thinnest of lines. I think what I'll do in the future too is I'll have my laptop out here to do stream raiders as well. I just can't do it on my phone. That's 12. And now we won't have to worry about cutting them because they will already be 2 pieces. Oh, we're gonna have plenty. So we could have this be our outside color, but eh. I kind of like this with maybe like a green. I have several green colors. I think that should be 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Bam. Done. Let me see what green colors I have. Well, not many in that box anyway, so we'll just go with our original thing. Going to grab dinner now, so lurking background, see you later. Oh, thanks for the lurk pseudonym, I appreciate it. Have a good dinner. I hope it tastes real yummy. Whoop, okay. Now we need 18 squares of this. So I am making this for a person that I literally know nothing about other than their job. So hopefully they like it. And I assume, pretty sure, I mean they celebrate Thanksgiving, so I'm pretty sure they celebrate Christmas. And if they don't celebrate Christmas, then I'll just say, oh, that wasn't for you. Oh, that was for somebody else. 4. Six. Oh, is this gonna be enough? Oh, it's exactly enough, you guys. That's so legit. So legit, can't quit. 8. And these don't have to be like super perfect because they're going to be folded anyway. So you can hide some imperfections in the bottom parts. I probably could have used my longer cutting guide and just did a bunch of squares at once, but oh well. 10. Oops. No, go that way. There we go. Twelve. 14. 16. Oh. Well, again, we'll hide it. No worries. No wakas, as they say in good old Australia. No wakas, mate. Oop, that's not all the way through. There we go. 18. Boom. And now we're ready to start our project. Wait, just kidding. We need one strip of this. It's like 2 by 8. So I think I'm just going to cut this all the way down. Use my other guide here. Boom. Done. That was simple. Didn't have to think too hard for that one. And then we need ribbon at the end, but we can do that. And then at some point we're going to need to plug in the hot glue gun, because that will also be required. Okay, so for this project, it's, like I said, super simple. Just about anybody could do it. You just have to have a slight bit of spatial awareness. And a little bit of dexterity. But, like I said, one of my coworkers at work made one, and yeah, sure, it was a little wonky, but it was good, you know? It was still cute, and it was unique, and it was all her. So, there you go. Alright, so we have our fabric, and we have our pins of death that are probably going to stab me, and we have our styrofoam ball. I got these in a 2-pack at the Dollar Tree, which is now the whatever they feel like pricing it tree. So we start out with the color that you made 18 squares of, and you place it onto your little ball. I want it to be one where like the teddy bear's like right in the middle. There we go. And you pin it in place, and you just pin it as flat as you can. So same thing with this. I had a pattern for it, and I honestly have no idea where the pattern went. So I could definitely try to find it again, but yeah, I don't know. So you just pin the corners in. So this is a fabric ornament that requires no sewing whatsoever. Just pins. Just the ability to stab things in a somewhat designed way. So you're just trying to get it kind of as flat as possible. Like, some of these bits are going to stick up a little bit, but you're going to be putting fabric on top of that. Again, this is not my original idea. This is something that I did see a pattern for, and then I can't find the pattern, but I remember what it said, so that's what I am going with. And then you're gonna want to take another piece, which I want to try to find another one where maybe with the heart right in the middle. Ah, here we go. And you're gonna put it on like the exact opposite side. This is where a little bit of spatial awareness is needed. But you want it to be somewhat on like just the opposite side, you know? If it's off by a little, that's okay. The first one that I made, the actual video had you do all one side and then do the other side, and mine was off. So that's why I decided if I make these again, I am going to put this on first to try to make it as even as possible. I don't want to jinx myself, but I actually haven't stabbed myself yet, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's probably my least favorite part of sewing is getting stabbed by pins. I don't mind getting cut so much. It's not a big deal. Don't necessarily mind getting burnt by a hot glue gun. But I really don't like getting stabbed by pins. I think it goes back to the fact that I have a fear of needles. So, okay. So now that we got that, then we're going to utilize our secondary color. Right? No. Primary color. Trying to remember. It's hard to remember. Yeah, no, the same color. Okay. So you fold this into a square or a rectangle or, you know, in half long ways. I don't know. I just do finger pressing where you just squish it so it's kind of like got a seam now. And then you fold in so that fold the one rough edge to the other rough edge. It's probably the way that you're supposed to say that. Oh, cute. It's got little teddy bear faces right on there. And then you match this somewhat up to your square right here. Maybe put it down like a little bit from there, just a smidge. And then you pin in the corners. I know. There we go. What, dog? What? It's only 4 o'clock. You've got an hour until dinner. And then you pin into the top part here. Focus, camera. Focus, focus. Right here. Focus. Maybe? There we go. The perfect item to be made for me. Yeah, well, I think you could do it though. I think because people that say like, "Oh, I have no crafting sense. I'm not crafty at all. I could never do crafts." There are some that you can do. Again, it just requires a little bit of spatial awareness. Just a smidge. Sorry, I have like dirt on my hands. It's from cleaning this table off. It's been sitting forever. And then you put a couple pins down here to keep your little flaps down. A canned koozie for your Mountain Dew. Yeah, I could see you wanting that. So then we're going to continue to do that on all 4 corners of this ornament. And this is going to roll all around. So you kind of just got to let it do its thing. Go lay down, dog. It's not dinner time yet. Nice try. You're always trying to get dinner early. I have actually made, at least coffee mug cozies before. But I have not made a beer can or a soda can cozy before. Maybe I'll have to find a pattern for it. Hi, dog. It's not dinner time yet. It's not. Just go back to taking a nap. Go boy. Lay down. Ooh. Really? Hold on, I'll move the fabric box. Alright, come here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh boy. Lay down. Lay down. He always wants to be right next to me, as close as he can be. Lay down. Yeah, it's not time yet. It's not. It's not time. Maybe I'll go out in a half an hour. We'll see. Okay. And the next corner. That one's up a little bit higher, so we'll move it down a little bit. Yeah. Again, it's all about spatial awareness of like where you want it to go, where you think it's gonna look cutest, you know? But this is a nice one because you don't have to sew anything. You don't have to have any skills other than stabbing pins into a styrofoam ball, which is really easy. And the beauty of this is if you keep the spatial awareness that, or I should just say the spacing that the pattern said, which I don't know where the pattern is, but I'm going to try to find it again. It kind of just creates itself. It just makes its own cool little thing. So. Alright. This needs to go this way. Maybe down a little. See, so it's gonna be off, but, you know, whatevs. Handmade, they can't complain. And again, this is just something nice to give to someone that's gonna be at my Christmas gathering that I don't even know about. I don't even know who they are. So this is just so that I don't have nothing for them. It's something simple, easy, and as far as they're concerned, it'll be a memory for the ages. Because this was the first Christmas we spent together. Might be the only Christmas we spent together, but who knows? Ah. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Cats always like chirp whenever I sneeze. Like I offended their family or something. Like, and they do it like 5 or 6 times like that. It's the funniest thing. Okay, so now we have our little base. Like that. Pretty simple. And we're just gonna start adding some pieces to it. Oh no, I almost swept a pin onto the floor. That would be really, really bad. Come here, pin. Go back in your box. Alright, so the next one is going to go in between those two. So it just goes down maybe about 1/4 of an inch, and it just goes like right, the line just goes right in the middle of it. And then you pin it in. And then you're going to do that on all 4 diagonals. So it's very similar to the this guy that I made. It's kind of the same concept. So that's why the pot holder pattern was really nice, because it was what I was already doing. Because I made one of these for the ladies' tea. When we had the ladies' tea party, they had an ornament exchange. And they said, bring a $5 or less ornament. But, you know, not everybody does. They bring whatever ornament they think is the coolest. Well, I made my ornament, and I would say, for me, I would sell these as a $15 ornament. So, I brought a $15 ornament to a $5 ornament exchange. Nobody complained, though. I got a really nice ornament out of it. It wasn't the one that I wanted, because, oh my gosh, I saw this person that got to go way before me, like 10 or 12 people before me. They got a freaking T-Rex ornament, and I was so jealous. But that's okay. The one that I got is pretty good for me, too. It's like a glass ball. It's a blue glass ball, and it's like the way they did the glass is not smooth. It's got like waves in it. And inside of it is sand and seashells. So I was like, oh, okay, that works. I have a background in marine biology. I like the ocean, so it ended up still being really good. Okay, so we're just kind of eyeballing it, seeing if it's down roughly. Now, you can measure these out if you want it to be, like, perfect, which is not a thing, right? Perfection doesn't exist, but you can get it closer to perfection if you need to, if your brain is that kind of brain. And then again, I will preface this with, this is not an original idea. This is not a concept that I came up with. This is from a pattern that I don't remember where I got it from. I swear I saved it into my Google Drive, but when I went to go look for it in my Google Drive, it wasn't there. So maybe I saved it onto my laptop. I don't think so, though, or my desktop. Anyway. It's a really cool, it makes it look like a quilted ornament, and it's no-sew. It just requires pins. Boy, it is a heckin' storm outside. Poor dog, he hates that he has to wear, he doesn't care if it rains. He loves the rain, whatever, it's rain, he doesn't care. But he hates that he has to wear a rain jacket. Because, like, one, he's a sponge, but I don't really, not a big deal as far as that goes, but he's super prone to ear infections if he gets any water in his ears. So, I have, actually, it's right here. I got him this little hat from the pet store because these flaps keep his ears down, therefore they don't get water in them. But he's found, because it just loops around his chin, if he shakes his head, it flips underneath his chin, and then it's not on his ears anymore. So I had to get him a raincoat, so that way it would cover his head and he couldn't shake it off. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good there. I guess I'll go up a little bit more. So yeah, making some quilted pinned ornaments. Super simple. You just need fabric, kind of a lot of pins. I think it ends up being like 170 something pins or something like that per ornament. And then a styrofoam ball, a 3-inch styrofoam ball. I think this one is 3 inches. It says it's 2.8 inches, but, you know, close enough. And I got my styrofoam balls as a 2-pack from the Dollar Tree, so it's a really inexpensive one as well. And you can get what's called fat quarters at the fabric store, and there would be plenty enough fabric with those. And they're pretty cheap, like a couple bucks. Now you could press all these little pieces because you can see they're like flipped up and all that stuff, but once you pin them in, it's there. And I just do a little bit of finger pressing. It seems to be enough to keep it there. Oh, that one has a little heart on it. How cute. Okay. Get that up there. And you can kind of see it's starting to make like a little quilted star. It's kind of hard to see with this fabric, but that's okay. Handmade, they can't say nothing. I think you, Wolverine, sorry, I just saw your comment again. It got me back on that track. I think for a can koozie, you would want it to be made out of like that rubbery stuff. And I don't know how to work with that. But I think that would be the best because if it sweats, you know, you want it to help. And it's also, I would assume it keeps some of the coolness in. At least that's what all the beer koozies are made out of. But I think maybe that's just to keep the material from getting wet. Coffee mug is like the opposite. You're not trying to keep it cool, you're just trying to not burn yourself. So it's really easy to make those out of yarn because as long as it keeps your hand from getting burnt. Okay, so now that we have our base square, 4 cardinal triangles, I don't know, 4 halfway triangles. Now we go on to our secondary color. Chill, bro. And everything we're doing on this side, we're just going to repeat on the other side. Do I want the lines going that way? No, I want the lines going the other way. So we're just going to fold this the other way. And then the lines will be going up and down. See? Magic. And then these ones are going to lay right on top of our original square and just go down just a little bit. Just like that. There we go. Keep them in line. And then we'll repeat the same steps on the other side. And then there'll be like a little bit of strip here, but we're going to use this strip to cover that middle part. So definitely thing for next time when I'm streaming on my phone like this is I need to start music on the phone before I start the stream. And that way we can have some music to listen to. Okay, I want it this way. There we go. And after we get this round done, you'll really kind of see the pattern pop out. And again, the beauty of this is that it just creates itself. You just have to put the fabric on the ball pretty much, and the pattern just pops right out all by itself. Oh my gosh, you guys, this stream has gone so well. I'm so happy with like what you're able to see, what I'm able to show you, the clarity of it because it's on my phone and not on the crappy cheap webcam I have on my computer. Everything is just so amazing. And I got a really good deal on this new cutting board. So the only downside I've found of this project is, oh my gosh, styrofoam bits everywhere. But other than that. And Wolverine, I really, really, really hope your daughter's able to find her stockings. I hope maybe just like they get delivered tomorrow or something. I hope that's what happened. Ooh, if that other strip is gonna be perfect and it's gonna make this pattern of like red green, that's gonna be really cool. So you can kind of see it popping out a little bit more. It would have been better if I had this stripe color down here, but whatevs. Eh. No, it's gonna be green. Wait, if I fold it this way though, it'll be red. Yeah. Okay, cool. I did it, guys. I did it. So now I have green, green, red, red. And this whole project works up pretty fast once you have the fabric cut. The fabric cutting is like the longest part of this whole thing. And you could do this while you are watching TV and stuff. Just move slowly when you're holding pins. Don't stab yourself a bunch of times. Ooh, a solid red line. That's cool. Adding just a whole nother layer of dimension. So now these go on those diagonal ones. And again, just a little bit farther down. Anybody else wearing slippers right now? I'm wearing slippers and they're awesome. I love slippers. So yeah, you can kind of see that little pattern. Little stars. Just like this guy over here with stars. The stars are a lot easier on this one because the patterns, the two fabrics work a lot better together than these two do, but you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, that's a different type of green stripe. This fabric is just like making itself a pattern all by itself. It's awesome. Oh no. Did I not pin down on that one? Oops. Huh. Oh well. The little green strip is gonna go over that part anyway. Oh, goodness. Yeah? Did you get it? My little pupper has what's called clapstrachea. A lot of little dogs get it, and they just randomly cough. But it sounds horrid. It's like, you're like, oh, you choking? You good? You did it? Okay, this way. So you can see it's a nice little cute little ornament. I need to go to probably Target or Walmart or something, get another Christmas movie bundle and some popcorn and hot cocoa for my downstairs neighbors. They have a couple kids and I like to give them little things like that during the holidays. Although they have an Alexa now. Oh my gosh, they're always yelling at it. Alexa, play this song! Or, Alexa, shut up! I hear that a lot too. Oh, this one made its own different pattern. Maybe if I did it the other way? Kind of. It's a green at least. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. It's kind of the same. Oh no, don't stab myself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it. That was really close. I did go through like maybe the top layer, but you know you can't really feel it if you stab yourself on the top layer of skin. Okay, so that's one side done. And now we just repeat on the other side. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna do what I do. What are you doing? Alright guys, it is 4:30 and my pupper is just sitting there quietly whimpering. He really got to go. So we did half. That's what the other side's gonna look like. It will have this around, it'll be folded in, but this will be going around here, and then we will have some beautiful ribbon to make the little hanging part of it. So that's what that's gonna look like. And I will post pictures of the finished product on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. So look for it there. But for now, that's gonna be it for me, and I can't rate out on my phone because it ends the stream like right after I'm done. So have a lovely evening, guys. I will be back in probably an hour or so playing some video games, and we'll be doing some Stream Raiders, and it's gonna be loads and loads of fun, guys. It's gonna be great. So I'll see you there. Have a good day, guys. Bye.